On the hill here today, Brian Bayo. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Tosses to first. And an easy out to start the game. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And down towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting 8th here, Andres Gimenez.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Addison Barger stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Whips it to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And a foul ball.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
That one misses. Now 2-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to...
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Toronto nothing. Sox come to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher Jose Barrios.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Jarren Duran, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Fouled off left side.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
2 strike.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Another 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one way inside. Gets a piece. and stays alive. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now Abraham Toro. Out to short, Bichette. Zips it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third, designated
Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red
Roman
Sox.
Anthony.
And perhaps part of the game plan is to get into the bullpen as early as possible. They're facing a staff that's blown a lot of games in the later innings.
Boog, as hitters, you're aware of that, but you don't want to become too relaxed and wait too late in the ball game because you never know what could happen on any given day. But with that said, even if you fall behind early, you've got a lot of confidence that this game will not be over until that final out.
That's to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Batting fourth, shortstop, Trevor Story.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trevor Story.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, see! He's into third on a wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside, and that's ball two. And that's outside. Wilyer Abreu in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at third, 2 away. Hard hit, right side. That is the inning. One left for the Red Sox, scoreless after one. Back inside Fenway Park, second inning set to go. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Kirk, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Bayo back to work. And foul ball. 0-2 now. Into left center for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play
Batting
with 2
fifth,
strikes.
right
Hooked
fielder,
around that pitch on the
George
outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball could be 2. The flip to second. On to first, double play.
Very smooth on the feed to second right there. You gotta love that glove toss, Boog. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you got to remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
And that chance handled. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu.
And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. That's down and in. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
That one is hammered right field. That's back. And that is gone. He shoots one out to right. His 14th of the year. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Now here is Ceddanne Rafaela. On the ground out to short. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first, and he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there, an infield single.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. First pitch, and he just misses.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And that's in there at the knees.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Rafaela gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting 8th, catcher Connor Wong.
Connor Wong, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Move over to first. Try to keep him close. Not close with that one. 1-1. Man at first, one away. Way outside, straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Okay.
And right back to the mound. Fires to first in time.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Nick Sogard.
Nick Sogard up next for the Red Sox.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. He goes down looking. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Top half of the third inning, and here's the first baseman, Ernie Clement. A little bit low. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike. Strike. Woo.
Hit in the air, center field. Rafaela makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Andres Jimenez. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And the 1-0. Foul ball there.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
And that's off the inside edge, and it's 2-1.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out, but right now his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Long run, tracks it down, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Out to short. Story. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. Blue Jays go down in order. And it remains 1-0. Back in Boston, now batting Jarren Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Now the number 2 hitter, Abraham Toro. Check swing, called strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Right through there for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch is outside, and the count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The toss to second, over to first, safe.
Up next for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Roman Anthony.
Now here's the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. Grounded out his first time. Barrios a check to first, and he's back in easily. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
That clips the corner. Toro, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground to first. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Jays nothing. Back here at Fenway,
Leading
John
off for
Sciambi
the
with
Blue
Chris
Jays,
Singleton. And
shortstop,
set to lead
Bo
off the
Bichette.
4th, Bo Bichette. And downstairs.
Now batting, third baseman, Addison Barger.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. Grounded out his first time up. Up the middle. Nice stop. There's 1. A sensational double play.
Well, off the bat, we thought that was going to be a single, not a double play. Just a great job. Dives, knocks it down, feeds it to the second baseman. And a nice turn around the bag. Really great job by those 2.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Upstairs.
No, that's a ball.
And that clips the inside corner. Blue Jays down a run. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Kirk, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Two outs. Backed off the plate that time. Good hitters count the 2-0. And a slider in there for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Outside low. And now 3 balls and a strike. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 outs. And the batter is George Springer.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
In there at the knees. And that's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Way inside. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom of the 4th,
Leading
your Story
off
now.
for the Red Sox, shortstop Trevor Story.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
In the air, out towards left center. Lucas makes the grab, 1 down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He's already homered in this game. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Nope, that's inside.
That
Three
one
ball.
in the dirt.
No strike.
3-0. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Abreu tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. He did not go around.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first. One thing I found that was very cool, was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
David Hamilton now at the plate. 0 for 1.
baseman,
Popped out foul to the
David
catcher his first time
Hamilton.
up. And there's the strike. Abreu leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one hit to right. And George makes the grab. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Jays 0. Ready now for
Leading
the 5th
off for
inning.
the Blue
Now,
Jays,
Nathan
center
Lucas.
fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Lucas goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. Swinging a foul out of play. That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 2-1. That's inside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Down the middle for a strike. And a full count now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have
Now
easily
batting,
been called a
the
strike
first
in that
baseman,
location.
Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement digs in now. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Nobody out. Runner at first. That's off the inside corner, and the count now 2-0. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. He flips it to second in time. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Jays 0. Back here in Boston, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Connor Wong.
Connor Wong.
Berrios back to work.
1 ball.
Inside. Ball 1. And that one a little bit high. There's the swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Lucas hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Nick
Sogard up next for the Red Sox. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Inside, almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Duran in the box again, takes a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Late swing, foul to the left. Out to short. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Man at first. Now at the plate, Abraham Toro. 0 for 2 in this one. Checks over to first. Back safely.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
0-1.
Duran off of first with 2 away. On the ground, right side. Jimenez fires over to first. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Jays nothing. Back here in Boston, top 6. And here is Jonathan Clase.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And another ball. That one misses. And now 3-0. Bo Bichette in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Up
guy at
next
the plate was
for
not
the
going to
Blue
help him
Jays,
out by swinging at
shortstop,
something out of the
Bo
zone.
Bichette.
No outs. Runner at first. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. Bayo throws to first. Clase back on a dive. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second and great jump. And the tying run is now in scoring position. The pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 1-2 keeps the at bat going with a foul ball.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
On the ground right side. Off balance throw in time. And Bichette is retired.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Addison Barger.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that one is inside ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that one hit to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Fastball for a strike.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at bat.
2 down, nobody on. That to right. Abreu makes the catch. And that'll do it. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Leading off, Roman Anthony.
Designated hitter, Roman Anthony.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Here's Trevor Story now. Right through there for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. And he dodges that fastball. Struck him out of the foul tip.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And that's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's fouled away. And the 0-2.
Ball 1.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Nick Sandlin up and loosening in the pen. Number 56 warming up as well. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That
That's
one
a ball.
missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside low. 3-2 now. Ripped to short. Bichette whips it to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. Still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the Red
And we've
Sox.
got ourselves a pitching change.
Number
Jorge Alcala.
71.
And he's been hit
Jorge
pretty hard at times this year,
Alcala.
so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And here's the catcher,
Leading off for the
Alejandro
Blue Jays.
Kirk.
Catcher
He
Alejandro
is
Kirk.
at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Next one misses, and a count 1-2. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Lifted in the air down the left side. Nice grab on the run. Going up, one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in
Now
front
batting
on that
right
pitch
fielder,
away
George
and wasn't able to stay
Springer.
closed.
Here's George Springer. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And a foul ball. And takes low for ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Garrett Crochet, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Bernardino getting cranked up as well. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. That takes care of Springer.
I love how guys at this level are able to
Now
slow the
batting,
game
center
down,
fielder,
whether it's in the
Nathan
batter's
Lopez.
box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And first offering is fouled off. And that is out of play.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough
Nope,
where
that's away.
you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
And a good eye there.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. And out of here. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 5 on the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Stepping in, Ernie Clement. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. That one at triple digits.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
52.
Nick Sandlin.
Nick
He last
Sandlin.
pitched 2 days ago. And stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Just missed.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Now batting, second baseman David
Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. Inside, just missed. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That's down and in.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Connor Wong in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, dude. The last one wasn't even close.
One down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Pickoff move to second. Hamilton dives back in safely.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that's downstairs. Now 1-2. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. That one not close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3. Throws him with the front door slider.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And now, Nick Sogard, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. close, but called a ball. And 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Springer there makes the catch.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back,
Sox.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
83.
Brennan Bernardino.
Brennan
This southpaw's been
Bernardino.
really good against left-handed hitters. And now for the
Leading
Jays,
off for the
Andres
Blue Jays.
Jimenez.
Second baseman.
You know, this is kind of a
Andres
tough
Jimenez.
matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Just missed. Bernardino, a 6'4" lefty. He features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, we saw a solid
batting,
effort
right
out of their
fielder,
starter. The
Jonathan
bullpen is following
Marcel.
suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
So digging in, Jonathan Clase. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that's just foul. And that's in the dirt.
0-2 curve right there.
1-2.
Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one to first, and that chance handled. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. 1 for 3. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Dives. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
56.
bottom of the 8th. Number 56.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
So back to the top of the
Leading
order.
off for
And
the
now
Red
it's going to be
Sox,
Jaron
left
Duran.
fielder,
3 for 3 with 2
Jaron
singles and a double.
Duran.